Monster Truck Racing. Welcome MTA fans to the September season finale. If you're new here, be sure to like this video and cross that subscribe button. Help support the MTA YouTube channel all that you can, because tonight, Jason Craddock and the Gas Monkey is ready to defend the championship flag with success and carry it on into the October season. However, 15 other trucks and drivers are hopping on his tail to take away the checkered flag, and hopefully one of them is going to claim the overall points championship here tonight, and that driver will as well move on into the October season. So many heavy hitters in the field. King Sling, Barefoot, Prowler, Taz, Ragin Steel, Blue Thunder, all the trucks are here, and we're going to throw down one more time for the September season finale here tonight on Thunder. These trucks and drivers are ready. The pit party is wrapping up, and there's the man with the plan, Jason Sensation, the Gas Monkey truck based out of Dallas, Texas, trying to hang on to that checkered flag here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, here's how round one action is going to shake down. Metal Health taking on Metal Militia. Barefoot taking on Radical Rescue. Hot Wheels will take on King Sling. Then Brutus taking on Sudden Impact in the lower half of the bracket. Team Mints will get first crack at Jason Craddock and Gas Monkey. Championship flag will be on the line inside of round one. Now up at the line right now, new kid on the block, Chase McClure. He's been making a pretty good name for himself in Metal Militia. He is now set to take on Devin Treat, a former one-time Smashdown champion. Metal Health now stays on the inside lane. He's got an all-new truck coming out for Thursday Night Thunder. Not sure when it's going to be completed, but it's going to be sooner than later. These two trucks are going to throw it down and kick off the September season finale here tonight. Who's taking it into round two? Green light going down, now off the line. They're dead even down. Metal Militia pulling a slight lead on them. Metal Militia turning it over inside the shutdown area. Devin Treat unable to make up the ground, and Chase McClure, Metal Militia, rolls the truck over, but nonetheless getting a round one victory. And up next at the line is MTA veteran Brandon Jager, a former one-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, as well as a two-time Sunday Night Madness champion. He is now set in Radical Rescue, taking on Nathan Smith out of that big red Dodge camp over there in that far lane, hailing out of Pontoon Beach, Illinois. He's trying to take out the veteran here tonight, who will advance on into round two and meet up with Metal Militia. Both trucks are staged. We're waiting on green. Off the line they go now. Radical Rescue got the whole shot on him up and over the cars. Here's a close race, and Barefoot may have got him at the end. What an incredible race here in round one, and Nathan Smith and Barefoot may have pulled that trigger at the late end of the track. He may have got the win. Here's a look at your MTA photo finish. Your winner, Nathan Smith and Barefoot by a tire, taking out Radical Rescue here tonight. And up next at the line, Nicholas Moore in the brand new Hot Wheels, which debuted at the top of the year. He is ready now to take on the King of Kings, Bradley Graham and King Sling, ready to throw down here tonight. The 11th-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, now staged over here on the inside lane. Let's go back to Nicholas Moore for just a minute. We talked about him debuting at the top of the year in that brand new Hot Wheels. He's been making a big name for himself. It's a consistent truck. Can he knock off King Sling here tonight? Inside a round one competition, both trucks are staged. As we go green now off the line, King Sling pulling a straight lead on Hot Wheels up and over the cars here, and Bradley Graham making easy work, trying to keep it together inside of the shutdown area before tagging the wall. Nicholas Moore and Hot Wheels putting up a good run. Not enough to take out the King Sling machine that was running on the inside lane. Now up next here in round one, Greg Durbin, the MTA veteran, hailing out of Columbus, Michigan, former three-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, now set to take on the S-Kicker, Sawyer Ramsdale, Sudden Impact Ford, all the way from Frackville, Pennsylvania, the 2023 Danger Zone champion, ready to rock the house here tonight. He's got the Ford set on kill in that far lane. He's got to go through one of the best in the business, Greg Durbin and Brutus. Both these drivers are staged. Here is the green light now. Off the line they go. They're dead even now, slightly going to Sudden Impact, but here comes Brutus at the finish line. What a ride for Greg Durbin. He may have picked up the win. Sawyer Ramsdale and Sudden Impact had a lead on him, but Greg Durbin and Brutus was making a comeback at the line. Ladies and gentlemen, as we look at your MTA photo finish, your winner, Greg Durbin and Brutus, making a comeback taking out Sudden Impact here tonight in the September season finale. And up at the line out of Tonganoxie, Kansas right now is Iron Outlaw. Roland Cantwell has been doing so hot all season long. He's trying to make up the ground here tonight to end the season on a strong note. He is now set to take on Charles Stevens and Blue Thunder now in that inside lane. The Ford Camp ready to rock the house. And Stevens has got a strong truck underneath him. It's all new for the September season. He's going to close it out with a bang here tonight. He's got to go through Iron Outlaw on the outside lane. 2 Ford Ova's going to throw it down in round 1. Stage, green light going down and off the line. They're pretty even now going to the first jump. Iron Outlaw pulling the lead on him, getting in front of Blue Thunder as Charlie Stevens turns it over inside of the shutdown area. Your winner, Roland Cantwell and Iron Outlaw, taking out Blue Thunder here tonight inside of round 1. Next up in round 1, however, John Kadiux and Bulldozer. He's been making a big name for himself these last couple of years. Still looking for his very first Thursday Night Thunder Championship. And we got to go over to the man who took home a Thunder Championship this September season. Chris Baluk and the new Pouncer machine built and designed by him. He sent it down here to the MTA track to compete. It's working well for him. Big Chevrolet power plant underneath them out of Brentwood, Tennessee. So we got the Bull taking on the Cat. Here's the green light now and off the line they go. They're fairly even down the straight stretch. We got a good race going on here. And what a wheel stand by Pouncer. And John Kadiux will capitalize on the wheelie by Pouncer over there in that far lane. What a ride it was for Chris Baluk. We're going back down and checking out your MTA replay. And this is replay number 1 if you're counting. Dead even coming down the straight stretch. Slightly going to Pouncer now on the inside lane. Watch Chris Baluk send it over the seat container. Stands it on the end of that landing ramp, riding the tailgate out. And John Kadiux and Bulldozer once again capitalizing, getting a round 1 victory here tonight. What a race it was. But next up in round 1, Matthew Riley debuted the all-new Ragin Steel machine at the top of the September season. He's made it to the semifinals the last 3 weeks in a row. Can he go 4 for 4? We're going to find out in just a minute, because Joseph Parker and Taz went all the way to the finals last week, lost out to Jason Craddock. He wants to get back to the finals this week to close out the September season. Who's it going to be? Green light going down now. Off the line they go. They're pretty even. Slightly going to Taz. Now on the outside, Ragin Steel coming back on him. Taz rolls it over inside of the shutdown area. What a ride for Joseph Parker and Taz. He was giving Ragin Steel a run for his money all the way down to the finish line. We're sure that Ragin Steel did pick up the win. Here's another look at your MTA replay. And again, this is number 2 if you're counting. But off the line, Taz did pull the whole shot. Ragin Steel now trying to make up the ground on the inside lane. Goes up and over the last set of cars to the finish line. Taz getting out of shape. And Matt Riley and Ragin Steel picking up a round 1 victory here tonight over the Taz machine. But now it's down to brass tacks. Ethan Medlin, hailing out of Paxton, Illinois, a former one-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, now set to take on Jason Sensation. Jason Craddock, a gas monkey, hailing out of Dallas, Texas, now a 9-time Thursday Night Thunder champion. He's got Gas Monkey dialed in, back at the top of the MTA mountain. He's shooting to take that flag on into the October season. Ethan Medlin and Team Mintz, he's trying to take that flag as well. It's going to be a grudge match shootout. Here's the green light now, off the line they go. They're dead even down the straight stretch. Gas Monkey pulling a slight lead. Mintz in trouble, turning it over. And Gas Monkey taking home a round 1 victory here tonight. And the checkered flag will stay right in its place as we move on in a round 2 competition. A hard ride there for Ethan Medlin and Team Mintz. As we go back down now to your MTA replay, trying to figure out what's going on with Team Mintz after he lost it over that last set of cars. They're fairly even coming down the straight stretch. Gas Monkey now starting to pull a slight lead. Here comes Medlin on the inside lane. The rear tires clip the landing ramp, sending him end over into the finish line, giving Jason Craddock and Gas Monkey a round 1 victory. And ladies and gentlemen, we all know the flag is still on the back of Gas Monkey. Is it going to stay that way as we move on to the semis? That's to be determined, because round 2 action is coming up next after the break. So don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We got more Diecast racing still to come after the break.
This isn't your typical motorsports podcast. You're listening to Crush This, a monster truck podcast presented by High Octane Coffee and J Concepts. A show where we take you inside the minds of your favorite drivers, past and present, of the monster truck industry. And now, your hosts, Brad Shaw and Dan Chichagash. Buckle in. The show starts now.
And welcome back to Thursday Night Thunder for the September season finale. Here tonight, round 2 action coming at you. Metal Militia taking on Barefoot. King Sling will take on Brutus. Other side of the bracket, Iron Outlaw taking on the Bulldozer. And then Ragin Steel taking on Gas Monkey, currently holding on to that championship flag. And now as we kick off round 1 action, Chase McClure and Metal Militia rolled the truck over earlier tonight inside of round 1. Setting out to take on the big bad Barefoot Dodge. Hailing out of Pontoon Beach, Illinois, Nathan Smith at the wheel, ready to take out Metal Militia here tonight in round 2 competition. You gotta wonder if Metal Militia's at 100%. Barefoot made a big comeback in round 1, taking away a victory. Who's it gonna be going on to the semifinals? Dodge taking on Ford. Only one can win. Green light going down on the line. Metal Militia got the whole shot, but here comes Barefoot side by side to the finish line. What a race it is! The Ford and the Dodge absolutely throwing it down here tonight in round 2 competition. And as we get set to take a look at your MTA photo finish, ladies and gentlemen, your winner in round 2 is going to be Chase McClure and Metal Militia by inches, taking out the Barefoot Dodge at the line. They were kind of making contact going across the line. Metal Militia got a nose on him. He will advance on in the semifinal competition here tonight on Thunder. Next up in round 2 competition, the King of Kings. Give it up, Bradley Graham and King Sling, the 11-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, now set to revive an old rivalry here tonight against Greg Durbin and Brutus out of Columbus, Michigan, former 3-time Thursday Night Thunder champion. To his own credit, these two drivers have been around the block at MTA for several years. They're going to throw it down one more time here tonight in round 2. Who's going to go on to semifinals and meet up with Metal Militia? We're going to find out as we get set to go green. Off the line they go. King Sling with a whole shot. Now Brutus trying to make up the ground here, and hard times for Brutus going across that car stack, and Bradley Graham making easy work on the inside lane. Not sure what happened to the Brutus machine going over the cars, but in the event out of the competition here tonight, and King Sling will move on in the semifinals. But next up at the line is returning Roland Cantwell and the Iron Outlaw Ford, ready now to take on John Kennyuck's Bulldozer, finding himself in round 2 competition, taking out Pouncer earlier tonight inside of round 1. And both these drivers are looking for a win here tonight in round 2 because the overall point season culminates here tonight. They haven't been doing so hot all September season long. Who's going on in the semis? Here's the green light now. Bulldozer getting the whole shot. Iron Outlaw making up the ground quicker in the inside lane, and Roland Cantwell going for a ride inside of the shutdown area, but will get the win over John Kennyuck's Bulldozer to end out round 2 with a bang. Iron Outlaw moving on in the semifinals. But now we get set to close out round 2 competition, and Jason Sensation, the 9-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, Gas Monkey, hailing out of Dallas, Texas, is your current reigning and defending Thursday Night Thunder champion. Now finds himself against a man who debuted an all-new truck at the top of the September season. It's been working well for him. He hasn't made it farther than semifinals, but he has been consistent in the overall points. Chevrolet taking on Mopar to close out round 2. Here's the green light now. Checkered flag on the line, and Ragin Steel pulling the whole shot. Here comes Gas Monkey in the inside lane, and it's close to the finish line. And it looked like from up here in the booth, Ragin Steel may have had just enough to pull out the win over the champion. As we go down now to your MTA photo finish, your winner is going to be Ragin Steel. Matthew Riley by a nose taking out the Gas Monkey machine, so the checkered flag will be up for grabs to close out the September season here tonight. What a ride it was, and Ragin Steel once again working well for Matt Riley as he debuted at the top of the season. But now we are down to 4 trucks remaining out of 16. We're going to crown a new champion moving on into the October season. Who's it going to be? Find out next. Semifinals coming up. If you can't get enough Diecast Monster Truck racing action right here on MTA, be sure to check out our friends over at the Midwest Madness YouTube channel. Get ready to romp and stomp all over the track, tear up the trucks, and watch the carnage unfold. They host some of the best side-by-side Diecast Monster Truck racing you will ever see. Also, check out all of our social medias. You can find them on Instagram, Facebook, as well as the Midwest Madness YouTube channel. Some great racing action you don't want to miss. Be sure to go over there and check them out. Like their videos and subscribe to the Midwest Madness YouTube channel. Always a great time over at Midwest Madness. Be sure to check those guys out on YouTube. But right now, we're closing out the September season of Thunder. Semifinals coming up. Metal Militia taking on King Sling. Other side of the bracket, Iron Outlaw taking on Ragin Steel, who's looking strong here tonight. And up at the line right now, we saw him roll the truck over earlier tonight inside of round 1. Chase McClure had a tough battle with Barefoot in round 2. Metal Militia ready to throw it down against one of the best in the business, the King of Kings, hailing out of Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina. Bradley Graham and King Sling rocking it over there on the outside lane. Chase McClure's hungry for his very first Thunder win. He's got to go through one of the best. Who's it going to be going to the finals? Both these trucks are staged. We're waiting on green. Down the straight stretch, they go down, let Militia have the whole time, and here comes King Sling and Militia right there with them. Both these drivers making a little bit of contact down inside of the shutdown area. It did look like King Sling got the win. As we get ready to go back to your MTA photo finish, your winner in semis, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be Bradley Graham and King Sling, taking out Metal Militia here tonight inside a semifinal competition. Now up next at the line, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the return of Matt Riley. Ragin Steel coming to the line. He is now set to take on Roland Cantwell inside of the Iron Outlaw Ford, based out of Tonganoxie, Kansas. Again, he hasn't done so well all September season long. He's trying to put Iron Outlaw on the high point standings to close out the season. Ragin Steel and Matt Riley, he hasn't made it no farther than semifinals all season long. He's been consistent in the points. Chevrolet and Ragin Steel's got a good chance at the overall championship. He's got to go through Iron Outlaw. Green light going down for Chevrolet. Shoot out the semis and Iron Outlaw with the lead, and Ragin Steel trying to come back. What a ride from Matt Riley. And Iron Outlaw rolls it over inside of the shutdown area. What an incredible matchup. By far the close race of the night goes to these two trucks and drivers. Here's another look at your MTA photo finish, and your winner's going to be Roland Cantwell and Iron Outlaw, just barely edging out the Ragin Steel Chevrolet, and that's going to put Matt Riley still in the high contingents for the overall points championship here tonight. And what a ride it was. But ladies and gentlemen, the finals are coming up next. Who's it going to be? Iron Outlaw takes on King Sling next. What's going on, MTA fans? If you're looking to get in on the action right here on the MTA YouTube channel, look no further. I'm about to tell you guys just how you can sign up to get in one of these races. Head over to the link in our description, and that's going to take you right over to our Facebook page where we hold registration for all of the MTA events. And hey, while you're there, crush that subscribe button. Be sure to turn on the notification bell so you stay up to date with everything that MTA is doing. From new custom truck builds to special events and giveaways, you don't want to miss any of the great action MTA has to offer. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram and TikTok, and I'll catch you guys down the road. And ladies and gentlemen, if you can't get enough Diecast Monster Truck Racing, we told you about our friends over at Midwest Madness. We want to take you over to another YouTube channel. That is Monster Truck Championship. They throw down each and every week for the Monster Truck Wars on Monday nights at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you can't get enough Diecast Racing, be sure to go check out Monster Truck Championship over on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. You won't regret it. They got some of the top trucks in the league, and they're ready to throw down for you each and every week on Monday nights. And welcome back to Thursday Night Thunder as we close out the September season here tonight. It's come down to this. Iron Outlaw taking on King Sling in our final round showdown. Now up at the line, Roland Cantwell hasn't been doing so hot all season long. He's trying to get his very third Thursday Night Thunder championship. He is now set to take on a man who debuted King Sling a couple of months ago and has been nothing but successful on the MTA circuit. 11-time Thunder champion, Bradley Graham and King Sling, stage on the inside lane. One of these drivers is going to take the checkered flag on into the October season. Who will take it all the way here tonight? Ladies and gentlemen, Iron Outlaw, King Sling. It's our final round showdown, and it's showtime here tonight on Thunder Down the straight stretch. They're dead even now, up and over the cars. We got a good race going on here, and Cantwell will turn it over for the second time tonight inside of the shutdown area. But what a ride for both drivers, going door handle to door handle all the way to the finish line. Here is another look at your MTA replay. They cut a great light down the straight stretch. Again, they are dead even all the way side by side to the first jump. Watch right here as they go up and over to the last set of cars. King Sling goes high, Outlaw goes low, and at the line by inches, Bradley Graham will take out Iron Outlaw to close out the September season here tonight. But give it up for Cantwell as well. He was hanging right there with him all the way down to the wire. So ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please help me now in congratulating now a 12-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, Bradley Graham and King Sling. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as we take a look at the overall point standings closing out the 4th week of the September season, your overall points champion for September, Matthew Riley, Ragin Steel with 320 points. A successful, consistent season in a new truck, and it pays off. We'll see you in the month of October. Rounding out your top 5, Bradley Graham and King Sling with 300 points. Nathan Smith and Barefoot with 270 in 4th place. Chris Paluk and Pouncer with 260 points. And rounding out your top 5, Sawyer Ramsdale and Sutton Impact with 260 points. So, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your September season overall points champion, Matthew Riley, Ragin Steel. And ladies and gentlemen, what an awesome September season we had. The drivers and trucks were absolutely throwing it down. We're going to see Ragin Steel and King Sling back for the October season of Thursday Night Thunder. Thank you to everyone who came out and watched. Be sure, if you haven't already, crush that subscribe button, and I'll catch you down the road. See you next week for the October season.
Standing tall up in victory lane, I done brought the pain and now they screaming my name. Yeah, everybody saw me rock the place. Now there's flashbulbs are popping and mics in my face. Always giving the crowd what they need. Now they're wearing my shirts front row to nosebleed. Now the crowd forms is what it's all about. Signing autographs until the lights out. Yeah, it's about that. It's about that.
It's been a long time.